Hello friends, welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss the subject of electrical machine. In this subject, we start with the synchronous machine chapter. In the synchronous machine, first of all, we start with the working principle of the synchronous machine and further we discuss in detail. The working principle of the synchronous machine is a very easy in working. It depends on the electromagnetic induction. The working of the principle of the electromagnetic induction, when the magnetic field is caught by the conductor, the EMF is induced into the conductor. This EMF is dynamically induced EMF. The direction of this EMF is found by Fleming right hand rule. The magnitude of this induced EMF as per the Faraday's law is found by rate of cut of magnetic flux by the conductor. The working principle can be explained similar as the working principle of DC generator. In the DC generator, the magnetic field is produced by the field pole and the field is stationary and the armature conductor are rotated mechanically. The EMF is induced in the armature conductor. It is collected by the commutator and brushes. The function of the commutator is to convert AC into DC in the external circuit. If the commutator is replaced by the slip ring, then in the similar way the EMF can be collected by the brushes from the slip ring. The nature of this EMF is AC. So AC generator instead of a commutator, the slip ring and brushes are used. This system of the stationary magnetic field and rotating conductors are adopted for very small capacity generator, and it is not so popular for a high voltage generator. The other most popular AC system of AC generator is the armature conductor are stationary and magnetic field is rotated mechanically. Now we both systems are discussed in detail. Here are the figure of the stationary field winding field type generator, and second figure is rotating field type generator. In the systematic diagram of the stationary field type generator, here is the stationary field winding. Here is the stationary field winding system. Here is the stationary field winding system. The stationary field system are called in this various rotation shape. The rotating armature parts are shown in the figure. Here is the winding and also is the stator parts and rotating parts. In the rotating field type generator are shown in this figure. Here is the stationary armature, stationary parts, and this part is also known as rotating pole. It is a clockwise direction to rotation. Now we start with the next point. The next point is the constructional detail of the synchronous generator. Constructional detail of the synchronous generator is same as the synchronous motor. In fact, the same machine can function as a generator or rotor. The synchronous machine has the following main parts. First one is stator or stator winding. Second point is rotor or rotating winding or rotor winding. And third part is also known as, for the same machine, additional equipment such as a exciter. The rotating field system is almost universal, especially for the large capacity alternator. This help to have a winding installed for the high voltage and stationary armature. The field system has a low voltage and low power winding which can be easily insulated and supplied by a two slip ring. This also helps to limit the size of the machine. The highest possible speed is 3000 rpm in a frequency of 50 Hz and pole is equal to 2, suitable for the steam turbine. Such a machine have a smaller diameter, rotor in a longer in size and having a horizontal mounting to reduce the centrifugal force and wear at the bearing. The low speed alternator by a water wheels or IC engine have a large diameter rotor vertically mounted. For a small capacity machine, the mounting is horizontal with a stationary field system also. Now we discuss the rotating field type system. Here are the figure of rotating field type system. In this figure, the supply is R, Y and B. It is a three-phase output. Here is a DC supply which we can input to plus and minus. This point is known as brushes. This is a shaft. Here our round shaft is a slip ring. The N pole and S pole of the rotor, it is the armature winding. This is winding all, or we can draw here. The armature parts is stationary, is displayed in this figure. This is a field winding. Now N and S pole is a rotor parts and so this is a rotating field type construction. In this type, the field system is a rotating member and armature system is a stationary member. The field winding is arranged on a rotor part. The field system is mounted as a shaft are shown in this figure. The DC supply is needed for the field winding. This DC supply is fed through the slip ring brush arrangement. The field winding connections are carried over the shaft. These connections are properly installed from the shaft. The field winding connections are given to slip ring. The number of slip ring required in this case is 2. 2 slip rings are required in this rotating magnetic field type. The DC supply used is 110 volts, 200 volts, 230 volts, 400 volts. When the DC supply is fed to the field winding, it generates the magnetic field since the field system is a rotating member. The stationary armature winding cuts this flux, thus the EMF is induced in the armature winding. The armature winding terminal RYB are taken out from the stator body. The three-phase AC voltage at output can be obtained. There are two types of rotor construction in the rotating field type capacity. First one is salient pole type, and second one is smooth cylindrical type. Now, cylindrical type and salient type and smooth cylindrical type construction are also described in this in detail. And now we start with the rotating armature type construction. The rotating armature type construction are shown in this figure. Here in this figure, the supply RYB are shown. This is a three-phase voltage at output. Here is a field system or stator parts. Field system or stator part are known in this figure. Also known as stator. Field winding are shown in this part. This is both field winding. This is the armature winding. These points are known as armature winding. Now, it is also armature parts is a this 2 point are plus and minus point is a DC supply for a rotor. So it is a complete construction of a rotating armature type machine. In this type, the field system is a stationary member and armature system is a rotating member. The armature system is supplied on a shaft. The DC supply can be directly connected to the field winding terminal and the armature is a rotating member. It carries the armature winding in a slot are shown in this figure. When the armature rotates, the armature winding cut and the stationary flux produced by the field winding. Thus, the EMF is induced in the armature winding. This EMF is collected by slip ring brush arrangement. The armature winding ends RYB are carried over the shaft. These winding connections are properly insulated from the shaft. These are the connected to the slip ring are shown in figure. The number of slip ring required in this case is 3. Here is a slip ring 1, slip ring 2 and slip ring 3. The three-phase output supply can be collected to the load. So this is a rotating armature type connection. Now we also here discuss to the advantages of the rotating field and stationary armature system over the rotating armature system. In the first case, first number of point, the high voltage generation. The insulation problem is serviced if the armature is rotating. This is because the EMF is to be collected from the slip ring. If the EMF is generated at a high value, the distance between slip ring should be sufficient so there is no possibility of a flashover. On the other hand, if the armature is stationary, the winding can be easily insulated up to the 33 kV. The second point is due to the rotation, the centrifugal stresses are produced on the winding. These stresses may be causes the mechanical damage to the winding and can lead to the failure of the insulation. The third number point is for the stationary armature, large space can be provided to accommodate a large number of insulated conductor. The fourth point is if the rotating armature and stationary field system is provided, it requires the 3 slip ring to collect the EMF and send it in the external circuit. For the rotating field system, no slip ring are required. The EMF which is produced in the armature and can be lead out directly from the armature at the armature is a stationary parts. Here we also note that the 2 slip ring are however required for the DC excitation, but at the operating voltage is only 250 to 300 volt DC. Now the fifth point is as a slip ring are operating at a low voltage, the sparking between slip ring and brushes is not that served as it would be high voltage, the slip ring or other type. The sixth number point is the construction is robust and simple and so machine cost is very low. The seventh number point is the low voltage slip ring can very easily be installed at the high voltage slip ring. And the eighth number point is effective ventilation can be provided if the armature is stationary. Here we also discuss the next point is the comparison between rotating field type and rotating armature type construction. In the various point of the comparison, we can take a comparison between rotating field type and rotating armature type. The first point is we can consider rotor weight and inertia. The rotor weight and inertia of the rotating field type machine is less, while the rotor weight and inertia of the rotating armature type machine is more. The second point we can take the comparison is the armature system. In the armature system, the rotating field type machine is a stationary, while in the rotating armature type system, the armature system is rotating. The next point is the insulation of a armature. In a rotating field type machine, the insulation of a armature can be provided in better way. And rotating field type system, the insulation of the armature, its limitations for high capacity machine. The next point is field system. In the rotating field type machine, the field system is rotating, while in the rotating armature type system, the field system is a stationary. In the centrifugal stress on a rotor winding point, the rotating field type system, the centrifugal stress on a rotor field winding is less, while in the rotor armature type system, the centrifugal stress on the rotor winding is more. Now the next point is the point of the slip ring insulation problem for a high capacity machine. In the rotating field type machine, no issue of the insulation. In the rotating armature type system, there are several problems in a slip ring insulation from the high capacity machine. Now the next point is number of slip ring is required. In the rotating field type machine, the number of slip ring required is 2, while the rotating armature type machine, the number of slip ring is required is 3. In the maintenance point of view, the maintenance of the slip ring brushes assembly is a very less in a rotating field type system, while in the rotating armature type system, the maintenance of slip ring and brushes is a very more. In the sparking point of view, sparking in a slip ring origins and also brushes is very less, while in the sparking in the slip ring brushes is more. Now the next point is effectiveness of the ventilation. The effectiveness of the ventilation in the rotating field type machine is more, while effectiveness of the rotating armature type machine is less. In the temperature rises point of view, the rotating field type machine is less temperature rises, while the rotating armature type, the temperature rises is more. So this is a comparison point, the rotating field type system and rotating armature type system. So various point of view we can take the comparison of this. Now we discuss the next point is a salient pole type construction. This also name is called as projected pole type construction. The salient pole type construction or a projected pole type construction is generally divided in stator or rotor parts. In the stator parts, here it is a figure of salient pole type construction. Salient pole type construction is a stator or rotor parts. In the stator parts, it carries a 3-phase alternating current winding having a function of slot, full pitch or short pitch coil. The conductors are transported and insulated with bundled machine as the tape, vacuum or dried, then implemented to the under pressure. The synthetic material are used in a modern machine to replacing the bundles. The winding is placed in a slot and deep inside the semi-enclosed slot punched out in a stamping along with the ventilation hole, shaft hole and keys. The stamping made of low losses alloy steel, especially CRGO steel, is the wall for the small capacity machine and in selection of high rated machine. The stamping are assembled to form of a core under pressure and filled between non-magnetic end plates. Now we discuss the rotor system. These are made from the solid forgone and alloy steel ultrasonically tested for the defects. 2 and third of the rotor is milled for teeth. The normal coil are accommodated in a slot, a number of multiple of 4, with a flat slip having the separator between turns. The slip rings are required to convey the current and are made of a copper fitted on the machine and filled on the half inside of the or outside of the bearing. The damper winding or damper bar are made of a copper. These are slotted at both ends by the means of the sorting ring or end rings. The field winding is made of a rectangular conductor. This field winding is placed on a rotor core. The rotor are usually vertically mounted with a trussed bearing and specially for water wheel alternators. The poles are carried on the main hub of the rotor trunk after making them from the thick disc. The pole structure is laminated. The slots are provided in a pole shoe to house damper winding. The damper winding is useful for starting of a synchronous motor and it is useful for stability in a case of a synchronous motor or generator. The field coil are wound in a section. It is made of rectangular strips. Now we discuss the damper winding. Damper winding is very helpful in a salient pole type construction in a synchronous machine. The damper winding is housed in a pole. The damper winding is in a form of a copper bar which are sorted at both ends by a means of a sorting ring or end ring made up of copper. Whenever the load on the synchronous machine changes suddenly, there are oscillations of a rotor. Rotor moves to end from main position to the direction of a rotation. This oscillation produces the mechanical stress on a rotor body which is not desired. This oscillation should be damped immediately. The damper winding plays the role to damp the oscillations. The EMF is induced in the damper winding due to the oscillation. This EMF, according to the Lenz's law, causes the producing and it is opposed the oscillation. Thus, the oscillations are damped. The damper winding also plays a role during the starting of a synchronous motor. The synchronous motor is not self-starting motor. It is started by some method. Due to the damper winding, synchronous motor start as an induction motor. Now we discuss the non-salient pole type of machine. Here is a rotor of a non-salient pole type machine. The stator is similar as a salient pole type construction. In a rotor, the poles are not projected out like the salient pole type, but these are merged into the rotor teeth are shown in this figure. The rotor teeth occupy 2/3 space of the rotor periphery and 1/3 space is occupied by pole. The field winding is arranged in the slot. Since the poles do not project out from the rotor surface, it looks like a smooth cylindrical shape. Hence, it is known as a smooth cylindrical rotor. The air gap between the stator and rotor periphery is uniform. Due to the smaller diameter, it can run at a higher speed. Similar diameter gives mechanically stable. The flexible length, however, is large. The machine is used for a high speed or a turbine or is known as a steam turbine. It is also known as a turbo alternator. Here we also take a comparison between salient and non-salient pole type of a synchronous machine. This comparison we will discuss in a next video. Thank you.